I do love a good twist ending in a story, but it's even better when that twist is based on something that happened earlier in the book or, in this case, movie. And in this scene, there are so many moments where Elizabeth can misinterpret what Darcy is thinking and feeling. So let's get into it. Good morning, my fellow book lovers. It's me here from my channel, and today we are going to be doing a reread and reaction to the classic romantic novel Pride and Justice, also known as the Lizzie and the Blue Book. And we're redoing this because it was brought to my attention recently by a fan that there is a sequel out for this movie, and it's called Pride and Justice to Pemberley. Alright, so if you've seen the movie, then you know exactly what's about to happen. Basically, Elizabeth is at her family home after she has had a big fight with Mr. Darcy, her aunt and uncle, and even her own mother. They don't like Mr. Darcy. They think he's an arrogant snub, and Elizabeth still thinks that he is very proud and prejudiced against her family, so she doesn't want to reconcile things with him. She just wants to move on. But this is not possible because a scandal pops up. And that scandal involves Mr. Darcy, and he needs her help. This is kind of a spoiler, but he asks her to marry him. He proposes to her again, but he proposes to her, basically to help save his sister from ruin. But of course, Elizabeth does not say yes right away. That would be too easy. No, she says no, and she really hurts his feelings. And he runs off before she can explain to him that she loves him. So now the movie jumps forward 5 years, and we see that Elizabeth is not doing well. The man that she did end up marrying left her, and he left her with a child. So she is a single mother, and she is living in poverty. And she really regrets not listening to Mr. Darcy and saying yes to him. Not only would she have had his love and affection, but she would have been taken care of financially for the rest of her life. But instead, she chose pride and prejudice over love and happiness. So, she is now miserable, and she really wishes that she could go back in time and fix things with Mr. Darcy. But it's too late. Or is it? Well, because Mr. Darcy shows up and he's looking for her. He's looking for his Elizabeth. He's looking for his one true love. But when he finally finds her, he's too proud to tell her how he really feels. He's too proud to tell her that he loves her. And this hurts her deeply because she still has feelings for him as well. She still thinks of him constantly throughout these past 5 years. And now, seeing him, and knowing that he is still in love with her, breaks her heart. Because she will never have him now. She thinks he's just trying to be nice to her. She thinks that he's just being a good friend. And honestly, I think that's the best way to describe their relationship in this movie. They are the best of friends. They have such a great connection with each other, and they understand each other like no one else can. Like, sure, there is chemistry between them, but I think that chemistry is more because of their friendship than anything else. So once again, Mr. Darcy comes to Elizabeth asking for her hand in marriage, but this time he does it in such a roundabout way. It's not clear at all that he loves her. In fact, it sounds like he doesn't love her at all, and it actually seems like he is just trying to help her out of the kindness of his heart. He's seeing her struggle, and he wants to help alleviate that struggle. So he offers her a deal. He offers her money in exchange for her to marry his friend, and she agrees to this because she desperately needs the money. But then at the last minute, she changes her mind because she realizes that she can't live without Mr. Darcy. He has become her one true love. And even though he didn't say it in the first movie, she knows that he loves her. She can feel it deep down in her heart. But unfortunately, it's too late. Her and Mr. Darcy are never going to be together. But maybe, just maybe, they can be friends. Maybe they can at least have that. But that's not what happens either, because Elizabeth gets the money and then she leaves town. She goes to London, and she becomes an author. Yeah. She's one of those romance authors that writes these like super cheesy romance novels. And they're super popular. I mean, they're so popular that Pemberley Productions wants to make movies based off of her books. Can you believe it? Like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. This is so awesome. Like, I love this idea. And who else is shocked that Pemberley Productions exists? Like, I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Of course, Pemberley Productions wants to take Elizabeth's books to the screen. Mr. Darcy, of course, owns the production company. How could I forget that detail? And so he seeks out Elizabeth to ask her permission to use her books. He wants to make movies based off of her books. And she is hesitant at first because she knows that he is the inspiration behind all of her stories. She wrote all of these cheesy romance novels because she was in love with Mr. Darcy and he never loved her back. At least that's what she thought. The entire movie, Elizabeth is under the impression that Mr. Darcy is just being a good friend. She doesn't realize that he's actually in love with her. And it's killing me, because it's like, come on girl, open your eyes. He literally is showing you every day how much he cares about you. And I think it is funny that the sequel is essentially Elizabeth realizing that Mr. Darcy loved her the entire time. And it's kind of a sad story because she spent 5 years believing that he didn't love her when he clearly did. But anyways, Elizabeth ends up agreeing to let Mr. Darcy turn her books into movies. And it's clear that they're both over their exes. And they're both moving on with their lives. And this is a good place for them to be. They can be friends and they can support each other and be there for each other. And that's enough for them. Well, at least it should be. But once again, fate has a funny way of working. The movie ends with Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy working on a scene for one of her books. And it's a romantic scene. And while they're reading it to each other, Elizabeth is overcome with emotion. She realizes that she still loves him. And she throws herself into his arms and they kiss. And then the movie ends. And that's why I love this movie so much. The ending is just perfect. I love the way that it tied everything together. In the end, Elizabeth realizes that she made the wrong choice 5 years ago, when she turned down Mr. Darcy. And the reason that she's unhappy is because she chose pride and prejudice over love and happiness. She chose to listen to her family and friends instead of following her heart. And it took her 5 years to realize that she made a mistake. But in the end, she realized it. And she realized it in such a beautiful moment. I love how the movie ended. It was so romantic and sweet and passionate. Now, this is where things get a little weird for me. Because you know how the movie ends, right? Well, apparently that's not how the sequel ends. Oh, no. In the sequel, after Elizabeth realizes that she still loves Mr. Darcy, the movie ends with her writing in her journal. And she's writing about how she still loves him. And she's writing all these heartfelt words to him. And then the camera pans up to the cover of her journal. And on the cover, it says, "Dear Mr. Darcy." And that's where the movie ends. So apparently, Elizabeth doesn't actually go and talk to Mr. Darcy. Instead, she just writes all these things in her journal and she keeps it hidden away forever. And this is supposed to be the sequel. Like, what? Why? Why would you end it like that? Why wouldn't you end it with them getting back together? Like, I'm so confused and frustrated. I don't understand this ending at all. And it's making me sad because I wanted to see them get their happy ending. If you're enjoying this Pride and Prejudice reaction video, then please hit that thumbs up button. It helps my channel so much, and it helps this video reach more people like you. Also, I just want to say thank you to all of my supporters. Your support means the world to me, and I could not do this channel without you. So thank you so much. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.